Hello. California roll inspired cucumber salad. Sounds delicious, CK. Really does. Okay, so that's all showing. Doing my normal warm-up stuff. Just bear with me. On. Go. Yeah, that's not right. There we go. Don't hit the wrong buttons is what the moral of that story is. Okay. I will get to everyone's comments in a second. Just getting everything going. Alright. I think we're got it now. Huh. Doo-doo. Okay. Chicken sandwiches for dinner? That sounds delicious too. You guys are having like all the good food for dinner and stuff. That's awesome. I don't think you're really allowed to do that, you know, without like, I don't know, without me. Hi Green, Gordon, hi Tekken, and hi Amelie. I hope I got your name right. We are getting everything going. Hi Blue Ocean. Thanks for your first time chat. Hi Nobody. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2. Really? It should be this one, but don't switch. Okay. Alright, well, that is not working, but whatever. Hello? There we go. Ha! Happy Tuesday, Parkers. Okay, let's pop on over here. Get this sucker pulled up too. Okay. Hopefully we get a rock and roll today. I almost forgot I turned down my volume all the way down earlier. Hello. Oh, hey, Dolphin. I see you. I hadn't opened everything up yet. Doing my normal stoofy stoof. Okay. Why did I do that? Let's see, we all have, you know, hello. There we go. Don't do that to me. There we go. And you. Perfect. Alrighty. Looks like we've got everything up and rolling now, so that'll be good. No, unfortunately, the two Joshes never came back. I do need to call them and see what I can figure out. So that is a plan. I did court. I hope you did. Hey, Moose. Specifically, what do you mean, Door? What's going on in Washington, specifically? I am up and running on the Purple App Dagger. I like how you know, like, I talk in coding. I have to. I don't trust some of the stuff that this app itself does, so there's that. Alright, hold on. Let's open that back up. Put you up front. I already have missed 2 phone calls? Okay. Okay, let's see. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? Sound like a robot. I don't know what that was, but you sounded robotic. Hey, Swarovski. Thank you. So, yeah, the National Guard, like, Donald Trump does have the ability to deploy the National Guard within Washington, D.C. with limited authority. And there are some questions behind the way that he's using it, but unless like somebody sues, there's not really much they can do about that as well. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Check me off.
Okay, bye, child. All the children. All the children. I don't know what that was. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Moose, for the coral. That was so cute. I do love that. That one's a good gift. I do focus on the heart me's first because it helps push it out. And I don't know what TikTok be doing sometimes. Thank you. Almost no Bondi. I think I can set that up tomorrow. So I plan on doing that tomorrow. I plan on setting all of that up. Go outside. Sorry, that was the same child calling again. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? Oh. Do children have nothing else to do anymore? Do they just, you know, have nothing else to do whatsoever? Do kids not play with each other? Do they not have video games to play? Like, what do they got going on? Hey, V. You got nothing better to do? Like, listen. I understand that it can be rough when you're a kid or a young teen in making and keeping friends. I understand that. Hey, Crystal. Hey, CJ. I totally get it. Okay? If you're having an issue with making friends, ask your parents, ask a counselor at school, assuming they still have counselors in school. But do something other than scroll. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep.
How old are you?
20.
But you're not. Go play a video game. Oh, she hung up. Okay. She hung up on her own. I didn't have to hang up on her. I told her to go play a video game. I guess maybe she'll listen. All of the kids. Like, all of the kids. Wow, D. That was like a super deep thought that I've never thought of before, which is why I don't support either side. Guys, don't forget to send your heart me's. Hey, Wheels. That would be cool if they could do that. Right, Lizzie? Child minding your own business? Yeah, exactly. So they should be doing. Hi, how are you?
Doing well.
Awesome. How old are you?
40.
Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, yes.
Do you still support him?
Did I hear you say you don't support either side? Is that true?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Did you vote at all?
I did.
And you voted for someone you didn't support, right?
Oh no, I believed in the policies. Let me turn this off for a moment.
Yeah.
Now, who did you vote for?
No, because you just said you don't support either side.
Hi, let's try this. So there's a prompt on the background. Who did you vote for?
Trump, but I'm still...
Okay. Do you still support Trump?
I'm just curious why you would say you don't support either side, but you say you voted. That doesn't even make any sense. You know that, right?
Just because you're not capable of critical thinking, that's not my issue.
So you're trying to distance yourself from the bad policies of the other side or something.
No,
But you
I'll
can't be
speak
complacent.
critically of them almost every day. Like, I don't know if you're new here, but you can go back and watch the replays of my lives and feel free. Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
I talk, I
that's
dunk on
pointless.
both sides all the time. Sorry if you're new here. Sounds
Yeah,
like a you
no, I
problem.
don't. I'm not big on
Yeah.
TikTok. I understand you need to make some sort of argument and insult or
Sure.
whatever, but yeah,
Yeah.
no, I like that Trump did need a $200 billion border bill to secure the borders. It's strange because the Democrats said without this border bill you can't secure the borders, and then Trump did it without a $200 billion border bill. It's as if they were lying. That's weird, eh?
No, this also proves again that you're not using critical thinking.
Okay, then prove me wrong.
So, what it actually would be is that you would have to prove yourself correct because you made a positive claim. You're asking me to prove a negative, which is not something that actually happens here. But here, I'll be very clear for you. Also, what state did you vote in?
Texas,
Texas. Okay. So, what time is it in Texas right now?
513.
Where at in Texas are you?
San Antonio.
San Antonio is on Central Time, so nice try. I used to live in San Antonio. San Antonio at 6:13. Ha ha. I literally used to live in San Antonio. It was just proving a point that I wasn't actually in the US. Oh, thank you, Scarlett. That's so cute. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? Again, you children need to go outside. They do. Exactly. What? Yeah. Okay. Monica gets it. Monica got it. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? Hi. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Go touch some grass. Kid, I hung up. You hung up the first time when I told you to go play a video game. I know who you are. I'll help you out. Ah. Yes. Yes, you guys all did. Oh, is the volume down again? I'm sorry, guys. Did I not? Oh. Ha. I'll fix that real quick. Ah. There we go. Now that's up. Should already be good on the other app. Alright, well, I can just talk about a bunch of stuff that was occurring in today's news, so that's not a problem at all. Okay. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? They really need to know or learn how to use their devices, because they're not doing a great job. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, yeah, what's up?
It's Tuesday. How are you?
Not too bad.
Awesome. Did you vote for Trump?
I didn't vote, but if I did, I probably would have. Yeah.
All right. Well, I do typically only talk to voters who also still support their vote, so I do hope you have a good night. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay, bye. Guys, I'm not sad. There's so much I can talk about that was occurring today. Awesome, Lizzie. I just saw your message over there. So let's see what we got going on in the news. That also is true. I don't think people really care about the fact that... No, Nelly, they have not. Care about the fact that there was a breach. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi, how old are you?
I am currently 18, a senior in high school.
All right, man, so you didn't vote. I'm trying not to talk to 18-year-olds because I just feel like I'm being a bully and I don't like that. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Get the fuck off of YouTube.
I won't. Oh, okay, you hang up yourself. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. What supporter user? There's no one here. Yeah, Giselle, it is a weird, it is a weird comment. I'm currently 18. Yeah, it's a weird one. Listen, I don't want to do it because I just feel like I'm going to beat them. Like, it's just not nice. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? You need to get better at getting closer to your microphone if you're going to say stupid stuff. I really don't get that one. Oh, you're talking? Oh, Dagger, you're talking about for, because I got the affiliate. I think you're talking about for the partner. Anyways. Which one did I want to look at today? Copy link. All right. Well, TikTok mods, you know what to do if you see anybody, but we'll just go over this. Alrighty. Okay, guys. So. Uh-oh. Companies are shutting down centers. We kind of need UPS, right? Because they're like one of the bigger suppliers for shipping for parts. But apparently they're closing down locations. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, how old are you?
29.
Did you vote for Trump?
Absolutely, I did.
And
Come
you
on.
still support him?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Wholeheartedly.
Okay. What's your main reason for still supporting Trump?
His emphasis on border control.
Elaborate. Why'd you hang up? Apparently, elaboration is difficult. I did not think that would be difficult. Hello? There. Yeah, that was odd, actually. You guys are so mean. Hi, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, 1 second. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep,
How old are you?
21.
When were you born?
What?
Thanks. Okay. All right, sorry about that long guess. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Do you still support him?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Why is that?
Because he's closed the border, he's kicking ass, trade deals, tariffs, no women in men's sports. He's doing a hell of a job.
Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
How old are you?
23.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
What year were you born? Kids, like, stop it. They literally just can't get it. Like, if you're going to lie, get it straight, you know? Like, have your lie ready to go beforehand. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? You guys still can't even get your recording right either. Alright, just gives me more people to block. Also, guys, on TikTok, let's go ahead and get up and clear out this 25,000 likes. We're trying to get somebody up here that's going to be serious. Can you try going 1 point at a time instead of trying to grandstand a little bit? And let's address it 1 point at a time? No, let's address it 1 point at a time.
Okay, first point, he's closed the whole border down. No more illegal.
Perfect. How did he do that? How did he do that?
Executive orders? No, not even executive orders.
How did he do that? What executive
Existing
order?
orders under the constitutional law of the United States of America.
What executive order? Be specific.
No, he didn't use an executive order.
Oh.
We just needed a new president.
That's it? Just like he sat down and magic?
All the rules and all the necessary laws were in place. Joe Biden was breaking the law.
What law did he break? Can you be specific?
He's causing treason by letting an invasion of our country.
Define an invasion.
With multiple people, military age and size, and massive invasion. Too many people at once.
No, that's not that's not an invasion.
Yes, it is. You don't
Do I need to help you out?
invading.
Okay, no, sir.
No, you don't got to help me out with nothing, sweetie.
It sounds like
And how about the tariffs?
No, let's stick on this.
Why? Why? He's doing so much you can't cover it, huh?
Because you just don't understand what this is.
It was an invasion.
Awesome. Hostile and forcible encroachment upon a nation's territory by a foreign power, often involving military forces. Can you remind me when we saw military forces from any other country coming into the United States? No. Military forces. Military forces.
They are military. They're sleeper cells.
Oh gosh, you're just odd. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, how old are you?
Good, I'm 39. I'm from Minnesota.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did. I was born in 1985.
Okay.
I do not support Trump at this point.
Oh, you sound more put together than the last guy. So what's your, why don't you support him anymore?
Because he campaigned on, like, taking down this deep state, talked about not, ending wars, but now we're continuing wars.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the deepest state that, like, I've ever seen. And honestly, I don't feel like there was a good choice. I do feel like, some people from Mega still have good points, like maybe you think about the border was okay before. I don't think it was. I've lost many friends to heroin, and fentanyl was in it or whatever. And I don't use that stuff, but the people I grew up with have died from that stuff. And I think that, when you look at I tuned in halfway through the caller, he said A, so he should have been from Canada, if I'm guessing right.
Yeah, that's why I asked him what time it was. And to be clear, San Antonio, Texas is in Central Time Zone. And he said it was 5:13 when it was 6:13.
Oh, yeah, that was the guy. Well, the point I would make is, I think, what Trudeau has done up there, and there's so much corrupt stuff going on in Canada that, it's driving people to Trump. And they're I don't know if they're doing their research, like everything Trump has ever been involved in, whether it's the Vatican or Israel or anything, it's the cabal, it's in his book that his biography says that he was, he had a cabal teacher. And that's, you're probably not religious yourself, and I teeter on what I can even call myself because, my brother claims to be a Judeo-Christian, and he supports this stuff going on in Palestine. And I don't know how you could possibly support that. It's crazy.
Oh no, I agree.
feel like
That's the worst part, right?
Middle. Yeah, I'm like right in the middle, and I'm looking at both sides, and I'm like, I don't know where to go at this point.
So honestly, I mean, right now, you just have to look at what's happening at your local elections, focus on your local candidates, and definitely dig in and research their policies. For whoever announces that they're campaigning for 2026. I don't know if you'll have a senator to vote for, but you'll definitely have a House of Representatives, and then you'll have your local state legislator to vote for as well. And people often forget that it's actually really important to vote and participate in your local elections because they're the ones that pass laws that directly affect you. So you want to pay attention to that. And then definitely, like I said, just really dig in, see if, especially on the Republican side, see if they've ever just been like bend over backwards for Trump, especially if it's somebody that's an incumbent already in office and is trying to run again to be reelected in 2026. What bills did they vote for? Did they vote all party line bills and never voted no? That's something that you should consider with that. And look at it on both sides. And I mean that seriously, look at it on both sides.
And that's actually what I am doing, and I am doing that research about where I can go locally to get into politics. What I find interesting is Minnesota itself, which I won't keep you on this topic long. Nobody wants to talk about my state. But it's not run by Minnesotans. It's run by Democrats for a long period of time now. And
oh, hi, are you there? All right, sorry about that.
No, I'm sorry. Well, I was just saying Minnesota's been run by Democrats, and it's not Minnesotans that are in office. So it's very tough, and I feel like even if it flips to red, it's just going to get people like Trump taking over and tricking us, and it's just going to be a whole nother United States of America debacle just in Minnesota. Minnesota is really lost right now, and I feel bad for all my friends and family, and a lot of people have died and moved away.
Yeah, give me 1 second again. Oh, they hung up. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not really too familiar with Minnesota and their politics and what's going on. So
Tim Walz to be the vice president, and I think he's a scary person. Like if you look into his church and the people that are in it, it's scary. But I won't keep you too much longer. I don't have any questions. I really support your channel. I think that, like you said, critical thinking, like autodidactism, and like people need to think for themselves, be cognitive, not dissonant, you know. And I don't know how else to say it to people, and it mostly just makes everyone so furious. Is the crazy part. So you can't even have conversations about this.
yes, in a lot of ways you can. It's very difficult. I do manage to have some conversations. If you've been watching for a while, I think you know that. So I do appreciate that, though.
I just found you the other night, so I was so happy to find you.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, thank you, man. I hope you have a good rest of your night.
Okay. Cheers, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye. All these guys, like, am I that scary? Like, that no one wants to seriously call in? Okay. Hi, how old are you?
54.
Can you get closer to your microphone?
54.
There you are. Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Do you still support him?
I currently do. I'm going to give the man more than 7 months to fix Biden's problem and his own problem that he had when he ran the first time, and I believe that he's going to be able to do that within the next year or two. And I think just because I voted for Trump and you didn't doesn't make one of us a bad person. I mean that's the great thing about being in the U.S. is that we have a choice. But if we vote wrong, we have to live up to those, what that president did, and that's on us or on you, whatever candidate is in there. But I don't think it's right to force people or try to convince people to vote a different party just because you disagree with them. I mean, that's the great thing about the United States is that I have the right to be a Republican. You have a right to be a Democrat or a liberal or a progressive, and doesn't make me think you're a bad person. It's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's kind of like the old saying, "You made your bed, lie in it." So
Yeah, that's for everybody that voted for Trump.
well, no, but it's everyone that voted for Biden that he ruined the nation too. So and we're trying to fix those problems now. Now, again, I'm not going to look at these comments because I know all these haters are going to hate and they're going to force people, because most leftists are socialists and they want to force people to give up ownership of their 15 houses that they rent out because they shouldn't be landlords because they're taking advantage of people. No, it's called being resourceful and making your own income. There's nothing wrong with being a landlord.
Are you able to properly, or at least adequately speak on why you still actively support Trump?
Because I truly believe that within the next 6 months to 12 months, probably within a year and a half, we're going to see a very stable economy.
Okay, so basically what I hear is just thoughts and vibes.
Yes, I look at my portfolio, and how what my portfolio looks like. It looks very strong right now. It didn't in the beginning, but it's looking stronger. And the market is going to get better. I just know that.
Just know, okay.
Well, and I've talked to people who are in the real estate industry, and they're saying that it's going to get better within the next year or two, and I totally agree with that. I think it will.
Are they leading market experts?
They are. They've been in the business for years.
No, that's not what I said. I said, are they leading market experts? Being in the business for years doesn't. Gotcha. So they're not leading market experts. Okay.
Yeah, but you have to understand that when you hear leading market experts, you have two sides. You have the left side and you have the right side. And of course, the right side are going to speak on behalf of the right, and the left are going to speak on behalf of the left. And so you're not really going to get a full picture.
That's a good question for Ryan. Hey, Keith. No. Typically, leading market experts are, guess what, nonpartisan. I know that.
You're right. But they're not, are they?
Said the majority of them. That's why they're considered market experts. Because they would be nonpartisan.
But they don't, unfortunately.
Yeah. Can you explain why the mark... Did he just leave? Okay, bye. Dude just left. Dude just said bye. Hi, how old are you? Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Why are y'all so freaking weird? I know you did, but he couldn't even talk to me. He definitely wasn't gonna be able to talk to you. I don't know which crystal gives him stock tips. That was a great question, Lizzie, honestly. Hi, how old are you?
I'm like 40s.
Okay, 1 second. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
17.
Have a good day.
Hey, how's it going?
Going well. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did this second time.
Okay. So you voted for him in 2024?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Do you still support him?
For the most part, he's doing about 70% of what I want, and there's a lot of things that he's doing that I don't like, but I
Let's
think in a way that's how they're kind of playing us, if anything.
let's start with the main reason that you still support Trump for. Just the first one, please.
Well, there's the first one. Okay, I got to choose from a few different ones.
Okay.
Let's see. I would say our economy is the first one, I guess.
What about it, and be specific?
Well, under the okay, let me get into this. Under the last, well, I'm just gonna throw out what's on my mind instead of what I really feel. So like the past 4 years, Biden has been in charge, and inflation has gone up a lot under him.
Yep. Guess what? I don't know if this is news to you or not, but inflation went up worldwide.
Yeah, America is a big leader in the world, and we have the dollar, which the world uses, and that's going to definitely be important.
Yep,
So
but
that doesn't,
inflation
it
started
doesn't,
going up for other countries before it started going up for us, sir. It wasn't just us. So are you trying
Yeah,
to
and
say
also
then
with
that
the
even
inflation-
countries that, let's say, like the BRICS nations, for example, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, when they don't rely on the US dollar at all, are you telling me that when they suffered from inflation, it was still because of Biden and the US dollar?
I would say it's more. Shoot, I had it a second ago on my tongue. So you're trying to say that that we put other countries in a bad situation?
No, that was what you were suggesting when I was saying that the world went through, it was worldwide inflation. Also, TikTok, let's get the likes up to 50K in the next 4 minutes.
Yeah. It was inflation caused by the American dollar.
It
And I
wasn't
think a lot
caused
of
by
those-
the American dollar. When did inflation hit its peak under Biden? Hey, Johnny.
I don't know. I don't know that. But I would like to say it's a lot of the businesses that are involved, the monopolies that are
It
involved.
still wasn't. 1 second. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How's it going?
Going good. How old are you?
I am 30 years old.
Did you
How old
vote?
are you?
30. Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, absolutely. I voted for Trump.
You still support him?
What was the alternative? Kamala.
Do you still support him?
Of course I support him. He's the greatest president we've had in the past 100 years.
Okay, just hold on a second. All right, Eagles, I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. I'd prefer to take call-ins, so. Okay,
How you doing on this fine evening?
just fine. What is
Weather's
the...
all right by you? Not too hot, not too cold?
Yep, it's just fine.
Fantastic. Love to hear it. Hope
Yeah.
you got outside and enjoyed the day a little bit. Go ahead.
What's your main reason for still supporting Trump?
Well, he gave us the safest borders that we've ever had in American history. He
Oh.
implemented tariffs, which are the greatest economic tool that we have at our disposal. I mean, you want me to go on and on, or what are we thinking?
What did Donald Trump do in order to make the border strong?
He enforced the laws that are on the books, and he re-implemented effective laws that he implemented during his first term that Biden removed in the first week.
Oh, okay. What exact?
Okay.
How did he exactly?
What's your response to that?
Yeah, what exactly?
You know that's
Oh my
factually correct,
gosh.
right? Or are you, oh, go ahead.
So what exactly did he do and be extremely specific, preferably provide a number if you can, that somehow magically enforced all of these laws that have been in existence for, I don't know, the last 40 years?
Well, you realize the executive branch is the enforcement arm, and the president of the United States basically has control over when and how to enforce the law.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me
Okay,
what
well,
article of
clearly
the
you didn't, because you
Constitution
just-
covers the executive branch?
You just
Can you
asked
tell me
how
what
he's doing
article
that.
of the Constitution covers the executive branch?
I don't know, Article 2 maybe?
Actually, you're right. How about the judicial branch?
Oh, so now you're just going to keep quizzing me because you have no response to my answers.
No, you
that
actually
right?
just didn't give me an
Is
answer.
this
Being
a
like,
quiz or a
did
debate?
you
What is
know?
that?
No, sir, this isn't a debate. Like, this is a
Oh, it's not a
conversation.
debate. What is it?
Yeah.
Okay, a conversation. So
It's
do
a
conversations
conversation.
involve quizzes?
In some cases, yes, where I have to even know where to start
Well,
a
okay,
conversation
I
with
got
you
your
at.
quiz
I have to
answer
know your
correct.
level of competency when it comes to these kind of conversations to start with. And so
So
far,
you
it's
just
not
get
looking great.
quizzes,
Just
even though
to go on about saying, I don't know. Well, you know, he's running the executive branch of government. No, really. So when I asked you what exactly did he
Yeah.
implement, and I would
So-
prefer it if you give me a number that points me to it, or you know, like a law that somehow magically made it so that CBP is now magically enforcing laws that they've always had to follow for like the last 20 to 40 years. So please point me in the right direction. Where can I look that just magically closed the border under Donald Trump? And somehow
Well,
just
you-
made
you
these
keep-
new
you keep
new
saying
agent like
magically?
these, yeah, because just magically he's just reinforcing the
But I already
laws.
pointed to Article 2, right? So make the connection there. You keep saying magically, right?
Oh
But the
yeah, so when
President
I'm
of the
asking
United
you
States
for a
has the
number, when I'm
authority
asking you
on
for me,
executing
I'm
stuff.
asking you to provide me a number, that would imply one of the things that presidents can do, something that they normally sign in office. Can you remember, like, can you remind me, like, what is it that Donald Trump signs in his office? What are those called?
The big beautiful bill, is that what you're referring to? The one where we gave what, $30 billion to
No.
ICE? No.
No.
So which beautiful bill are you referring to?
So you only know bills that are signed in office?
Well, didn't you just ask me what bill did Donald Trump sign? Didn't
Oh
you
my
just ask me
God.
that? No, you didn't ask me that?
No, I
Am
didn't ask what
imagining
bill
this, or what?
I didn't ask what bill he signed.
Okay, all right. So where am I getting this from? Am I just making this up, or what?
Yeah, it sounds like it at this point. Like, that's because that's not what I'm asking for.
Okay, go ahead. Ask your question again.
I mean, what are things that Donald Trump signs on camera in office, in his nice, lovely office?
Oh, you mean the executive orders reinstating Remain in Mexico?
Wow, there we go.
reinstating-
Let's be clear. Remain in Mexico is only in partial effect because anyone that is a part of what is the name of the group? Anyone that's covered under a specific group is automatically exempt, and so asylum seekers are actually still being allowed into the country per the Ninth Circuit Court ruling
That's
back
fantastic.
on July 7th, I believe was the date.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's
and
well
even
within
then, all the people aren't even staying in Mexico. They're being repatriated back to their own countries by
That's
Mexico.
Thank you for the fun fact. I appreciate
Funded
it.
by
but
the
I
United
answered your
States, but
question
yeah.
directly.
What question was that?
You just asked me what has Donald Trump signed in his beautiful office.
Yeah, and I asked you also to provide a number for it, and I haven't heard an executive
Yeah.
order number being provided.
Oh, so you want me to memorize executive order numbers? I can't tell you the name
I
of the executive
expect
order?
you
What'll make you happy?
I expect you to have some knowledge on what you're talking about. So the reason
So-
why I
so
like
you
executive
expect
order
everyone to
numbers is
memorize
because
executive order numbers.
I mean, I remember bill
That's your
numbers. Do you know what the bill
criteria
number
for
is?
evaluating if his policies are effective?
Oh gosh.
That's your criteria? I mean, the argument is whether or not he is good at enforcing the border laws or not, right?
He's
that the
not,
argument?
because the laws have always
Okay,
been
so
the same.
why do we have record low illegal immigration numbers? Explain
Oh,
that to me.
wait, can you tell me where I can find an exact number of how many illegal immigrants cross the border, like, that aren't
Sure,
encountered
yeah.
by
Look up
CBP?
estimates by ICE.
No.
Sure,
No.
look up estimates
Oh,
by
wait,
ICE.
hold on. Did I
Sure.
say, wait, did I say estimates, or did I use a different,
Oh,
did I use a different word that started with the letter E and was much shorter than the word estimate? What word did I actually say?
Yeah. So, okay,
I
so
said
you're gonna say
exact,
because you don't have
correct?
exact
Okay.
illegal
Yeah,
immigrant
no, I
numbers,
want you to tell me
all of the
what,
numbers we have are invalid.
where I can
That's the
find
argument.
an exact number of unauthorized or illegal immigrants crossing the border that are not encountered by CBP.
So once again, if you don't have exact illegal immigration numbers, you can't decide whether or not policies are
Oh, no,
effective?
sir. I'm just trying to get to a
Is
point
that
to
your
try to
argument?
help explain to you that crossings, illegal crossings, are an unquantifiable number because at any point in time it's just a guesstimate. And
So
there's
let's
no
just have
exact
open
number.
borders
There's
because
no
we can't
exact number
quantify
at
it.
any point in time that
Let's
anybody
just
can
have open
find,
borders.
provided by DHS, CBP, or ICE in regards to how many people have crossed the border through a non-port of entry because it's an unquantifiable number. I'm sorry if you're
Right,
having
so
a
let's just have
difficulty
open
accepting
borders
that.
because we can't quantify it. This is liberal logic, folks.
No, it's
Because
just
we don't have
it's a
exact
statement of
numbers.
fact
What
that
we're
I'm sorry
trying
that you're not
enforce
able
our
to
border
comprehend
laws.
or accept. This is where your critical thinking falls apart or shows to be non-existent. And I'm not usually trying to be rude here,
You're
but
the
I
one
just
who-
I don't think
you're
that
the
you're
one who's saying you
understanding
need
anything
exact
that's
numbers
occurring
to
right now,
figure
and
out if
I
these
get
laws
that.
are effective.
Can you tell me exactly what CBP keeps track of when it comes to the border?
Yeah, well, I mean,
What's
answer
that?
my question first. Why do you need exact numbers to figure out if these policies and the enforcements are effective or not?
Oh, because everybody wants to give us this really huge number about who came in with no quantifiable data that shows it. So now can you tell me exactly what CBP
Right.
keeps track of
So
on their
why
website?
did they, under the Biden administration?
Oh no, you
put
just
such
told
large
me
profits?
you would answer my question after I just answered yours, and I just did. So now you're going to answer mine. Let's try this again. Can you tell me what exact numbers does CBP keep track of on their website when it comes to the southern border?
I don't know. Tell me. You're a genius on the situation. Tell me.
I mean, I'm definitely more informed than you are.
Clearly you are.
Clearly.
You are. Go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah.
Educate them.
Okay. So it's called encounters, apprehensions, and then deportations.
Right.
Can you maybe help me out and explain to me what an encounter is?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's kind of self-explanatory.
It's
when
actually not
a
because
CBP
people don't seem to
officer
know that.
Encounters a
Uh-huh.
illegal immigrant attempting to enter the country.
Oh. Just illegals. It only keeps track of illegals? Damn, that's news to
what
me.
Else, what else would it keep track of?
Anybody trying to enter the country, sir.
Anybody.
Anyone.
Anybody. So it's not just,
Yeah.
it's not just apprehensions. It's anybody. So they see.
No, I said
somebody crossing the
encounters.
border.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
What are the
Yeah.
3 things that I said?
Yeah. You said
That they keep track of?
encounters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about encounters right now. No.
No. I asked all 3 things that I said. Okay. We got encounters. What else? What else does CBP keep track of?
Wait, but why are you debating me on what encounters?
I'm not even
You just
debating
said
you.
it's-
What else
you
does
said
CBP...
It's not just illegal immigrants.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, but you said that.
Yeah, and then you brought up a different word. So now I want to make sure that you understand what exactly CBP keeps track of. Let's try this again. What are the 3 things? We got encounters.
You
What
tell me
else?
What encounters means then? You're disagreeing with my definition of encounters. Why don't you tell us and tell the rest of the room what encounters are?
Oh, gosh. No, can you finish answering my question?
You said it's everybody, not just illegal immigrants. Okay, so is that the definition? Encounters is just anybody that they see at the border?
Anyone that is stopped by CBP or encountered by CBP
Oh.
or even the National Guard, whether or not it's at a
Stopped
port
by.
of entry.
So that's a new verb that you're adding to your definition. Stopped by. Because you said before it's
Whether or
anybody
not
that
at
they
a
see
port
the
of
border.
entry.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. And did those numbers go up or down?
Over
Tell
what
me.
time period? I don't know what you're talking about.
Over
You
the
got to
Donald
narrow
Trump
down.
presidency, from
Oh no!
Joe
Listen,
Biden to Donald Trump.
I will never lie to anybody. I will be extremely clear. Yes, by looking at what's reported by CBP, encounters
Yeah,
are
tell you
down. But let's
Yeah,
be
of
very
course they
clear. Let's be very clear. Encounters does not equal crossings, nor does it equal to illegal immigration coming in or stopping at the southern border. There is no way to know that.
Illegal immigration is going up. Is that your assertion?
No, I'm saying that it's an unquantifiable number. Are you okay?
You're
No.
admitting that they're not going up, right?
Did I
So
wait? What
are
did
you
I say?
arguing about?
What did I
don't get it.
say? What did I say? What exactly did I say?
Okay, I'm asking you what you're
No.
debating.
Well, I'm debating the fact, which we're not even debating. I'm just correcting you on you putting words in my mouth. And so let's be very clear. What exactly did I say?
So my statement is illegal immigration is going down. Your statement is what?
It's unquantifiable. There's no way to know.
Oh, it's unquantifiable. So
Because the only thing, okay, so let's be clear. The only thing that you can actually be sure about is that legal immigration is being halted, right? That's the only thing that you can be sure about. The only other thing that you can be sure about is that encounters are down, because that is true. I have to believe the numbers that are on the .gov website, and I choose to believe those numbers. But there is no proof whatsoever, anywhere that you can find it, that illegal immigration specifically is down. There's no way to quantify that.
Right. No, even though you just mentioned that the estimates that we have show it going way down, even though you just literally cited a metric.
No, I didn't. I only talked about encounters.
Oh, brother. So you're. So
I'm
you're
sorry.
staff.
Are you still trying to put words in my mouth that I didn't say when I'm specifically, again, only
I'm
speaking about
I'm trying
encounters?
to clarify your stance. So your stance
Got
is you
you.
don't know if illegal immigration is going down. That's your stance.
No, I said nobody does.
Oh, so nobody. Okay, so you are a part of the set of nobody, right?
Repeat that.
Right.
I didn't hear
When
you.
you say nobody does, you're included in that group, right?
Yes, sir. I'm
what I said is correct,
I'm
right?
not all omnipotent. I don't know everything. Wow, today I learned.
So, but when I say your stance is you don't know if illegal immigration is going down or not, you said
'Cause we
no,
don't.
nobody does.
We don't.
But
It's an
what I said is correct.
unquantifiable
You
number.
realize that,
Thank
right?
you, Bill. No, it's not. You're making
How
a
is that not
positive
correct?
claim saying that illegal immigration has to be down, but there's
So you
literally
do
no
know
proof.
that illegal immigration is going up. This is a dichotomy. This is a true.
No, this
dichotomy.
is you trying to make a false dichotomy and making a fallacy, trying to
No, it's
act
not.
as.
It's not a false dichotomy. You're saying you don't know if the immigration is going down, and you said no, that's not true.
You're good for a second.
So I
Hold
could-
on. Okay. Really quickly over on YouTube, just a friendly reminder that we do have super chats and memberships available. If you send a super chat, it does go right up on the screen above my head or to this side of me. Thanks. Oh, he hung up. I guess he didn't like me talking to my stream. That's a new way to crash out. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? No, guys, my hands were like this. You can hear it when I click. Ready? Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, how old are you?
I am 18.
When were you born?
I was born on April 30th of 2007.
All right, man. I don't make it a habit of talking to non-voters, especially ones that are also 18, because I feel like I'm just beating someone up. So I hope you have a good day. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
When were you born? Hello.
Oh, goodness. You're a child. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, how you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
Mid-30s.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
Yep.
Do you still support him?
Yeah, not everything, but I support most of it.
Not a problem. What's the main reason that you still support Trump?
Isolationism. NATO is a burden on us, and not a fan of it. We need to take care of our own people. I don't really give a crap about people around the world. So I support me and a group of locals that I'm a part of. We give out local scholarships. We raise money through charities. Okay. We support money through the Feed More program. One of the counties near me, there are 300 kids in the elementary school. 85 of them out of the 300 are on the backpack lunch program. There are kids in our country that are starving.
Oh, I acknowledge that.
I don't care about everyone else in the world. It's their own problem.
I mean, I'm just going to say this, and I'm just going to be very clear that if Republicans actually gave two shits about people dying, or especially kids starving within the United States, they wouldn't have signed a big, beautiful bill to actually cut access to SNAP benefits, which, by the way, even for anybody to obtain SNAP benefits, which is Supplement Nutritional Assistance Program, right, and it benefits children, one of the parents have to be working and have a job in order to even qualify for a SNAP. So we're just actually going to let children starve in this country because of the big beautiful bill passing. And I don't wish that on anybody, including the Republicans who voted in Donald Trump. I don't wish that upon anyone for any child to starve.
The big beautiful bill may have done that, and you're not wrong, but when do you draw the line of the state raising the kids? If you can't look at nature, the chicks, the babies leave the nest when they're ready to fend for themselves, or the parents can't take care of them anymore. So why are we raising and taking care of everybody's kids?
Got you. So you don't care about children starving within the United States of America. Thank you.
Oh, no, I do, but I care about the ones that I can actually help and the ones that I can influence.
Oh.
But at the same time, nothing in this country comes down
Yeah,
to personal
this explains a lot.
responsibility anymore.
Got it. Yeah,
So
this
you
explains a
you
lot.
can't have kids, you can't feed them. If you can't feed them, don't have them. It's very simple.
Gotcha. So I just want to be very clear that you admitted to not caring about anyone that's not inside of your inner circle.
No, I care about the kids within my counties that I surround
in your
surround
circle.
me that I can help, and I
Mhm.
care about the kids inside my state, and I care about the kids inside
No, you
my
don't.
country.
Well, I'm just
to an
curious. What
extent.
state do you live in?
I live in East California.
Okay.
I live on the East Coast. I'm actually pretty close to D.C., so that whole situation is rather funny to watch from a distance.
How can you live in East California and then be close to DC?
Because the state that I live in passed a bunch of bullcrap laws a couple years ago that we were going to mimic what California does EPA-wise, and
So-
they're trying to shove a bunch of gun control down our throat, too.
So what state are you in? What state do you live in?
I live on the East Coast near D.C.
Oh, okay. So what state?
I live on the East Coast near D.C. Don't worry about what state I live
No,
in.
I want to know what state so I can look up exactly how the big beautiful bill is going to impact your state. Do I need a
my
mute?
state's doing okay.
Do I need a mute so other people can't hear you so you feel better and then no one's going to know what state you're in? Cuz I have that.
Much if you want to Google it. If you really want to Google it, I live in Virginia.
Oh, okay. So that's all you had to say. Trust me, nobody knows who you are.
I live in Virginia. So it's not that bad, but at the same time, once again, I do what I can locally to help out fundraisers and raise money and do charities. We give out scholarships. We do all that. Where does the personal responsibility come in?
Wow. So that's going to place an estimated $250 million burden on Virginia just between October 2027 through September of 2028. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you
Nova can pay
think
for it.
that Virginia can afford to lose $250 million in federal funding to help feed starving children in your state of Virginia that you said that you claim about the children in your state?
So that's going to directly affect $250 million in my state.
At
for
minimum.
SNAP
That's
benefits?
just an estimated. Yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all want socialism on your side, right? So can't have it without starving people, right?
You don't know what socialism is, and you just proved it. Do you know what
I have
equity
ancestors
is,
that
sir?
survived the Nazis and the Red Wave in Eastern Europe, so first-hand accounts are better than what you can read in a book.
Okay, let's try this. Because okay, so you're familiar with North Korea, right?
Who isn't?
You're familiar? Okay, so great. North Korea calls himself the Democratic Republic. So does that automatically mean that they're a democracy?
Hell no. Duh.
Hell no. Great. Thank you so much. This proves the point that even though the parties like in Germany at that time called themselves socialists, they weren't socialists.
Yeah, the National Socialist Workers Party, blah, 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 blah.
And
You
they
call it
weren't
whatever you want,
socialists.
It doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah, and they weren't
So let me guess,
socialists.
the communists in Russia weren't really communists.
No, because you still don't even know what communism is. And for the person that said that you want to ask a few questions, you just have to call in when I'm not on a call. So again, you don't know what socialism is. You already proved it. You don't know what communism is. You proved it just in that moment. Both of these, socialism and communism, are failed socioeconomic constructs that have never been properly applied in society. Not in the way that we know it, not in society as we know it today, not in past societies either. The closest that we ever got to socialism would be the indigenous populations around the world. That was the closest we ever got, and that was really close to being communist, except they still had a government, right? So the basis definition, the easiest explanation I can give you for what communism is, it's a classless, stateless, moneyless society. So because Russia has a government, they are not communist. They have never been communist. Because they rely on a currency, they are not communist. And they will never be communists. They will never follow the practices of communism.
And you're going off the actual Marxist writings, right?
No, I'm going based off of socioeconomic teachings in regards to these socioeconomic constructs like socialism, democracy, communism, fascism, authoritarianism, dictatorships, capitalism. These are all socioeconomic constructs.
So you're looking at just from a purely socioeconomic side. Okay, fair.
Right, because that's the proper definition and the proper application. So let me ask you this. You don't like socialism, right? For what you understand it to be.
The issue I have with socialism, while in theory it sounds like a good idea, humanity in our soul, it'll probably never work in the modern day simply because we can't get past.
No,
I don't want to use the word hatred because hatred is too strong. Jealousy, maybe some malice. I don't think there's a big enough group of people on this planet that could work well enough together to actually make it work. Envy. A lot of envy. Because there's still going to be envy of those that have and who have not. Because you have to have haves and have-nots. It's just how society is.
Anyways, you said you don't like socialism, right?
I'm not a particular fan of it, but at the same time, I could deal with it if I could see where my money went.
Okay, cool. Do you like the police force?
See your roads get set.
Do you like the police
The
force,
police force?
in your town or in your state?
I like my sheriff.
Okay. Do you like firefighters that can come out and report as EMS and EMTs and also report out to disasters to fight fires?
Are you really going to go to that bare bones example of like socialistic programs inside of our society?
I mean, there's more. So you like firefighters, right? Do you also like your public roads?
No shit.
Okay.
The infrastructure is needed so we can understand that we have a certain socialistic construct within our country. We pay taxes, we get goods and services returned on.
Oh, so you
That's
do like
completely
socialism.
understandable.
Got it.
To an extent, if you want to cross those dots and connect those dots, that's fine.
No, those are actually socioeconomic constructs.
You know, the police, do we need police? Probably not. I think we do good for I think it would take about a year for it to even out.
That's fair, Remy.
If we didn't have police. The defund the police thing I find funny. I don't think a lot of people are ready for that level of violence just yet.
You don't even know what defund the police was about. Why? Okay, like, I'm sorry. It actually drives me mad with how many people just don't know, like, throw out things that they don't understand.
The defund the police had to do with the amount of money they were given for paramilitary equipment, armored personnel carriers, training, night vision goggles. They buy equipment
Wrong.
and they don't spend the proper money on training.
Nope.
Allocate the resources for better things.
Yes, it was about an allocation of resources specifically and looking at de-escalation tactics so that maybe the police weren't the only ones that actually responded to non-medical emergencies, right? So specifically somebody experiencing a psychotic break, but we don't really know that it's a psychotic break because police are taught to shoot first. Unfortunately, they're not really taught the proper de-escalation tactics that are needed to preventable civilian deaths that we see happening across this country, unfortunately, in all circumstances.
You're basing that on what?
That is what defund the police was about.
No, I'm saying you're basing their training is taught to shoot first based on what?
The way that we see that they are reacting in society.
The way we see them reacting in society.
Correct. The number of police in caused homicides? Yeah.
Okay. Who is the number one demographic in this country who is most likely to get shot by police?
Oh, let me guess. You're going to say white men?
It goes deeper than that, but typically it's white, carries a gun, and drives a truck.
Okay. And drives a truck.
And
That
I
part was
actually worked
needed.
with my
That part was
local.
needed. That's
I
funny.
actually worked with my local police department because I have members of my family who are.
Just a reminder, YouTube.
I don't want to say mentally disabled. They're on the spectrum, nonverbal,
Also,
stuff like
send a
that.
super chat or
So
get a
I actually
membership.
worked with my
It goes
local
on the
police
screen.
department through the group that I work with for outreach about like training, processing, stuff like that. And my police department don't have those issues. Most of the police departments around me don't have those issues. Do police departments around the country have those issues? Absolutely.
Gotcha.
They absolutely do.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see the documentary Cocaine Cowboys?
Don't mention the name of substances. TikTok is sensitive.
My bad.
You're fine.
My bad.
No.
So there's a documentary about Miami in the 80s. The issue they had in the 80s when Miami got so bad and the police were so disgruntled and they couldn't have enough police and they couldn't hire anybody, they started, and this is my fear for law enforcement in America, you're going to hit a point where the people that are actually willing to do that job, that want to do a good job, are no longer going to want to do that job. And then it's like, well, you could never have done this in your life. Well, if you haven't done this in the last 2 years, well, if you haven't done this in the last 6 months, well, you know what? If you're not on it right now and you have a pulse, let's get you in. And then it took, I believe, until about the early 90s for Miami to finally weed all that corruption out. And it started about the 79, around the time the Mariel boat lift happened. That's a scary premise to happen on a nationwide scale. Policing sucks. It is a horrible job to do. They don't get enough respect. Are there crappy ones? Absolutely. There are crappy people at every job. I'm sure you've had a job where you had a crappy coworker. I know I have. But we can't condemn the whole for the acts of a few.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that John Hopkins, Bloomberg School of Public Health, published March 15, 2024, disagrees with your idea of a statistic saying that white men are just more likely to be shot by cops. It's still black men that are going to face the most gun violence in this country, so...
Gun violence from police or gun violence from civilians?
Police, specifically from cops.
From police?
Yep, it's called The Study of Fatal and Non-Fatal Shootings by Police Reveals Racial Disparities, Dispatch Risks. March 15,
Can you post that link in the comments?
Oh, you mean like after the stream ends? Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That was fun. I will say, I do appreciate your stream. I appreciate the fact that you actually try to find actually facts-based stuff. It's actually, I found your stream about a couple of weeks ago, and I found it very interesting, so I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I appreciate that.
But it's like the one thing I would like to touch on before I go, because I do have my kids at home, so
yeah,
I got to keep an eye on them. When you were talking about the Second Amendment, let me ask you this, because I know you're not a fan of assault weapons. And before I say that, I'm not a member of the NRA, and I don't give them any money because I don't agree with them. Because I have military-style weapons in my home.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want what's the word? Would you want a full federal registration of all the firearms in the country?
No.
Okay. So you don't agree with us being able to buy assault style weapons?
No.
Okay. Have you ever fired a gun before?
I certainly have.
Okay, touche. At least you fired a gun.
Yeah, I'm surprisingly quite good at it.
Shit. I have a coworker at work, and I've seen some of the trick shots she does with her bow. I wish I could shoot a bow. Bows would be better than guns in an apocalyptic setting anyway. But no, the Second Amendment stuff I thought was really funny. I thought that was a good conversation with that person because I actually found your stream that night, and while you were talking about it, I was actually cleaning and oiling all of mine. I was like, yeah, this is awesome. This is kind of funny. But keep going with your stream. You're doing real good. I appreciate the fact that you actually look stuff up and you cite stuff. If you would please post that Johns Hopkins study, I would love to read that.
Yeah. Not a problem, man.
And as far as the kids go, like I said, the personal responsibility thing is where I have it. Like, I understand people need help, and I'm down to help people who need help. But would you agree that learned helplessness has become an issue in our country in the last 10 years?
No.
Really? So you don't think there's just millions of people just mooching off the government, have no desire to move up, no desire to do better because they've got what they've got and they're happy with it?
Again, I'm going to reiterate the fact that in order for you to qualify for SNAP benefits, you have to have a job. So when we're talking about SNAP benefits being rolled back at the federal level, going down to the states, we're talking about disproportionately allowing children to starve in states where their parents are already doing their best. We don't know if the parents are working 3 jobs and they're just not able to qualify or have the necessary experience in order to get a good paying job, or it might not be available in their area for whatever reason. The fact is that you're automatically lumping everybody into a bucket of saying that they're automatically mooching off of the government is what I find inherently wrong, in my opinion. And
not everybody mooches. There are moochers, but not everybody mooches, but there are moochers. Not everybody mooches. So let me ask you this, and I'll leave you on this note. So let's say in a world, let's say you have a million kids in this country. Parents aren't doing their due diligence. Parents aren't doing their job. The kids aren't being fed. Rather than feeding the kids, how would you feel about a state-run school program where the kids are, obviously it goes through the due process and everything? Have it like back in the day where it's like, oh, no, well, yeah, you're going to go into the state-run school, you're going to get the state-run education, we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, we're going to clothe you, you're going to do this, and then when you're 18, you're going to serve in the military for 6 years, and then you'll be good to go.
Oh, so you want like a state-run border school?
I mean, if we had to put our money into something, at least you'd actually be able to see that the kids are being taken care of. You wouldn't agree with that?
No, because that just sounds like a forced initiation of CPS.
Thank you for saying initiation and not indoctrination. I appreciate that.
Oh, no, it's only the church that indoctrinates people.
Which church?
All of the churches. Of every religion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I don't agree with churches as institutions, so.
Do you believe in a higher power, though?
Yes, I believe in a God.
Supreme architect of the universe? I got you.
Yeah, I just don't believe in churches as institutions, standardized religious bodies, because if anyone's read the Bible, I don't know how anyone could actually still consider themselves Christian.
Yeah, the Bible and the Quran are tough to get through. But it also depends on which version you read and which area, which dialect it is, and which translation it is. It's hard to put faith in something that's been translated for over, thousands of years?
Yeah,
1,000 years?
I'd rather go with, like, the pre-1940s translations. Because that was before we had words to describe other people and then therefore denigrate them. Or make them a type of boogeyman of sorts.
Okay. May I ask, what education level are you at? Did you go to college?
Yeah.
Okay. 4-year school, 2-year school?
I have my bachelor's degree.
Nice. Did you pay off all of your student loans?
Nope, still in repayment phase.
Still under the payment phase? Okay. At least you're paying them back. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Okay. What was your degree major?
It's asking too much now.
That's fair. That's fair. I graduated high school and walked into the Great Recession, so college wasn't really on the table for me at the time.
Understand that one.
So, but like I said, like your stream, like everything, keep doing what you're doing, keep having honest conversations. I understand you're going to talk to a lot of idiots, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So who do you think the Democrats are going to run for president?
No idea.
No idea? Do you have anybody in the party that you like?
So right now, I can give you 3 people that I think are good from both parties, or at least decent from both parties. Thomas Massey, he's decent. I'm not going to say he's the best, but if the Republican Party really wants to say that they want to balance the budget, he's the one, because he staunchly votes against anything that raises the budget every single time, consistently.
Thomas Massey's the one with the active lapel pin, right?
I don't know what he wears.
Because there's one guy that has a pin that actually shows the national debt just constantly moving up.
Oh, that's probably him then. Also, this one's a little bit controversial for some people, but Josh Hawley, because he's actually been very decent in front center media lately. I'm not saying he has all great practices or anything like that, but I've been able to surprisingly agree with him on a lot of things that he does. And Tom Tillis for actually standing up against Donald Trump. I give him a pass for that. Now on the Democratic side, I would say, for example, Pete Buttigieg, Andy Bashir, maybe even AOC.
Really? Ocasio-Cortez?
Yes. Do I want the Democratic Party to run a woman in 2028? No. I think they need to wait until 2032.
Why don't you want him to run a woman?
Why? It's way too soon from the last time, and we saw how that election turned out.
Yeah. I mean, Kamala was better than Hillary.
Oh, I agree.
If you want to see something interesting about women in politics or the state of Virginia this year, our governor election, both parties are running women.
Awesome. We'll see who wins.
It's either going to be the first woman of color, or it's going to be the first white woman. So we'll see how it goes. But I wouldn't mind seeing a woman actually make it to president. It's just
this is like a
not like Kamala. Goodbye. It is what it is. I'm glad we didn't have her. Wasn't a fan of her, but like Hillary, hell no. She had way too many skeletons in her closet. Most of them do, but.
This is a good.
But I'm gonna let you go so you can get somebody on here. But I appreciate the debate. I appreciate the chat. I appreciate your intellectual curiosity. Do you have any last minute questions for me?
Let's see. I don't know if this one's directed at you, but Aslan is asking, or she is stating that she has 4 different autoimmune system disorders. Neck and spine surgeries is needed. She can't work. She may lose her disability that she strives for. No medicine, max 9 to live. Okay, that one's a mistype. I know that. I don't know how to break that down. She's asking, why must I die for Trump's little king tantrum?
Is she not? So she has 4 autoimmune. She has neck and back surgeries.
That she
why
needs
would
to have.
Can she not get on Social Security disability, Medicaid?
SSDI really doesn't cover enough. Medicaid might not be able to really endorse her neck or back surgeries. But even then, Medicaid and Medicare is being cut. She's more than likely already on SSDI. SSDI is the standard amount, I think, that I remember seeing when I worked in finance was $778 a month.
See, that's one of those situations where I don't agree with somebody like that being put to the wayside. That I would not agree with.
All right, there you go, Aslan. He does not agree with that. I honestly, so I'm gonna be honest, and I've said this before. I don't think that any individual that is currently on our social welfare programs that we have that are absolutely necessary, in my opinion, including Republicans or including people that voted for Donald Trump, I don't believe any single one of them deserve to be taken off of it, even because they bought into a lie that he said, saying that it was not going to be touched when it clearly is going to be touched. He's continuing to espouse a lie saying that Social Security was no longer going to be taxed, but it's not anywhere in the 330 pages of the big, beautiful bill that was passed. Nowhere in it does it say that there is no tax on Social Security. Social Security is still being taxed.
me and you, like, because I know I'm a couple years older than you are. We shouldn't have to pay that shit anymore. We should be able to back out of it because I could make more and set up my own private investments better than Social Security would.
Sure. I'm not going to refute you if you're able to do that or anything, but not everybody has that ability, and I think that's important to say. I'll get to that in just a second, Aslan.
On that instance, and I agree with you that most people don't have that ability because I work in logistics warehouse. I work with a lot of blue collar, high school educated people. For 3 weeks one year, I had to help everybody do all of their taxes. I helped them set up their 401ks and stuff like that. Like that kind of stuff, a lot of people, surprisingly, they don't know. They're not taught it in school. It's not passed down from their parents. So a lot of people just don't understand how some of that stuff works. So I'll agree with you on that. Like some people need Social Security, right?
Yes, Aslan said that she's on both plans, SSDI and Medicaid, only $800 a month. And what she was trying to say, and like I said, original one was a typo. Sorry I couldn't read it, Aslan, but she was saying that if she were to lose her health insurance, she would only be able to survive 9 months without her medication.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that.
Cool. Well, all right,
you
man.
You don't pick on people that can't defend themselves. There's a line, and I'm going to bastardize this, and I'm going to butcher it, and please don't hold me against it. But there's a line in the Declaration of Independence, and the way that I put it in today's words is, those who have the ability and the resources to fight tyranny and defend the weak have an inherited obligation and responsibility to do so. So people who can't defend themselves, something like that, I would agree, like, they need help. If you need help like that, you can't work, it's physically proven, I would agree you need help. Mm-hmm. Like, I agree with that.
All right.
So I'll concede that. So I got you on that.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a good night, man.
You too. Appreciate it. I'm going to keep listening to the stream. I'll click that subscribe button for you. Keep the shows coming.
There you go. All right.
Yep.
Yes, that was the same person from 20 minutes ago. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Aslan, so much for sending out the 5. Be sure to join my Discord, hun. And guys, let me be very clear. I don't think that anyone in this country that is not clearly cheating the system, which we know is to be about maybe 3% of the entire country cheats the system, none of them deserve to lose access to their benefits just because of their vote. None of them. I just want to be clear. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes. Hello.
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 32.
You're not. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
How old are you?
59, almost 60.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
No. I used to vote Republican. I've lived only in red states. And it just blows my mind how people are so gullible. I vote by, I am a Christian, okay? But in that, I call myself a real Christian, as in I look at patterns of behavior and what's in the Bible compared to what churches are doing and stuff. I left a church that wound up MAGA, and they're even selling merch on their websites, even though the Bible, Jesus said, Jesus actually overturned the tables of the money changers in the temple. I'm like, hello? Yeah. So, it just, like, blows my mind that Trump's taking away help for the least of these that Jesus said we are supposed to help. And it's insane how I've had one coworker that is very much a Trump supporter, but he refuses to see the other side of the argument. In other words, look at both sides of an issue and look at the facts of an issue as opposed to his feelings.
Oh yeah, they all have a
So-
difficult time with that. I do appreciate you. I am just going to. Oh, hold on. Jocular wants to know: do you think that the Church of Latter-day Saints are Christians?
I don't know much about the Latter-day Saints, but what you said earlier about churches, organized churches and stuff, it makes me think of Jim Jones and the poison Kool-Aid kind of thing, which is what's going on right now with evangelicals.
Mm-hmm.
And the number of my own family members who are who drank the Kool-Aid. It breaks my heart because I love them so much. My family, I love them. But as far as Trump goes, everything he does is the exact opposite of what Jesus said to do. And I'm standing there like mind blown how people can't see that.
Oh no, I agree.
And yet they claim to be Christian.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I do appreciate you, and what I could probably suggest, like, send your neighbors to my stream, and even if they want to try to troll me, like, it's cool. I'll talk to them. They can just watch, see what they learn.
Okie doke.
All right, thanks. Thank you, ma'am. Bye. All right, 1 second, guys. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
How old are you?
I am 30.
Nope. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
Sorry.
Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
This is Al Wong from Wong.
Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
No.
No? All right. Well, I do appreciate you. And you have a great day. Okay, Bill, really quickly, hopefully before... try. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Let me help you out, children. Go touch some grass. Did I mishear you earlier? Hello? Don't know what just happened. Okay, anyways. All right, let me try to get through this really quickly, Bill. So what I said is that I don't believe that anyone in this country deserves to lose access to their health care or SNAP benefits, regardless of who they voted for. And certainly telling someone like, hey, FAFO, or anything along those lines to somebody that did vote for Trump, believing his lie saying that they weren't going to touch these social programs. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, one moment. Yeah, no problem. Give me 1 second. Oh, thank you, Moose. Thank you so much. Okay. I don't believe that telling them, hey, you FAFO, enjoy losing your benefits or anything like that. I don't think that's effective. That just is going to isolate them more. And it could also have the potentiality of hurting those that didn't vote for Trump with having it in kind of in their face. Like, you know, they know that they might lose those benefits. And I think that's just depressing. It's depressing as fuck, especially for anyone that might end up needing it, right? But like, I don't wish that upon anyone to actually lose access to what I consider absolutely necessary to take care of in our country for our people. All right, caller, did you vote for Trump?
I actually did not vote for anyone in this previous election, and I was kind of wondering what the take was. I know that Trump, you know, obviously not anyone's favorite, but for those who didn't vote, not due to anything other than choice.
I can barely hear you. I'm sorry. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
23.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Do you still support him?
Yes, I do.
All right. What's your main reason why?
I support Donald Trump solely because I support his border patrol policies. I think that the large percentage of fentanyl that's coming to the borders is a fatal amount. We've lost too many young kids, and he's done a pretty good job.
Sure. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Also, don't say the name of the substance. TikTok is a very sensitive creature. It's a very sensitive baby. 1 second, TikTok. Hold on. Okay. Really quickly on the portrait stream of YouTube, come right back. I'm going to restart it, so I will be right back. All right, sorry. Housekeeping top things to do right here. Dismiss back. Okay.
That's all right.
So you're saying, let's take that off. Okay. All right, computer, start, catch up with me here.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, so are you saying that the unalivements as a result of an overdose from the F substance are down?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna look that up real quick. You go ahead. I wasn't trying to.
We're also not going to see a complete dissolveness of these overdose rates, but what we are going to see is we're not seeing so many border crossings, and so many border crossings are not only going to decrease in crime rate, but it's going to also decrease the amount of substance that's coming across the borders.
I just want to point out that even according to the CDC, that the overdose rates decreased in 2024 by 27%.
Okay. So I'm not going to say that
All right, are you still there, dude? Hello? All right, I'm back. I think I lost the call. I'm gonna try calling you back if you can still hear me. Where is his number? I think it was this one. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna turn this off until he answers. Hey, dude, are you there? Oh, okay, cool. I turned off my volume for, like, my audio to everywhere just in case you didn't answer and you had, like, a personal, voicemail message. I was like, no, we'll just hide that. Anyways, yeah, sorry. My internet decided to spaz out, so we're back. Guys, fiber optics is not everything it's cracked up to be. Let's just be clear. All right, sorry about that. Okay, continue with what you were saying.
Okay, so the whole premise on why I voted for President Trump was solely due to his border control policies. Okay, so my main initiative for wanting stronger borders is to reduce the flow of substance coming across our borders.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I could be wrong, and you did look up those statistics on the amount of overdoses. Now, for one, I'm not going to necessarily agree that the CDC is 110% reputable, but what I will say is that the number of crossings coming across our border has significantly decreased. And I think, along with myself and many Americans, that the less people coming across, the less criminals that are going to cross. Now, I'm not saying that everybody that's crossing is indeed a criminal or has intent to distribute illegal drugs across our nation. But what I will say is that by those numbers decreasing, we've decreased everything. We've decreased the number of substances coming across. We've decreased the number of criminals that's also coming across.
Does the CBP, what is it that they keep track of on their website?
I mean, they keep track of several things. I mean, what are you looking for?
Let's just look at the southern border. Do you know what when it comes to like people at the border, for example, anywhere on the southern border, what are they keeping track of?
They're keeping track of the number of crossings. They're keeping track of...
Not crossings, sir.
All right, go ahead and line me.
Yeah, so they keep track of encounters, apprehensions, and deportations. They do not keep track of crossings. I wish they did. That would be fantastic, so we know actually the exact number of people that were allowed into the country. Instead, all we have are encounters, which is anyone that stopped anywhere along, specifically on the southern border is what I'm looking at here. Anywhere along the southern border, whether or not through a port of entry, that was stopped or saw or seen. Encounters are anyone that was stopped or seen by CBP or National Guard.
Ma'am, on which side of the fence?
Sorry, you cut out a bit on your question.
My question is on which side of the fence where they stopped and where
it would be attempting to come over onto U.S. soil.
Okay, so
because if they're stopped by CBP, Customs and Border Protection, or seen by them, or seen by National Guard, and then CBP then comes in to intervene, then that means they would have had to be on U.S. soil. The Mexican government's responsible for their side.
So if they were on U.S. soil, arguably, can't we say that is a crossing?
No. Unless you're going to say then that every single one of those people stayed. Because that would be the difference. An encounter is somebody that was stopped or seen by our enforcement officers, right? Crossings would mean that they were allowed into the country or that they were not found by CBP or National Guard in crossing without our knowledge. That would be an unquantifiable number because that's without our knowledge. They weren't seen nor stopped by CBP or National Guard at the southern border and then crossed into the country.
You did say that we do record apprehensions, correct?
We do.
Okay.
Apprehensions can be anybody stopped within 100 miles of the border.
Within 100 miles, but...
And you can deduct that from the encounters, but you're still not going to get an accurate number of crossings from that.
If an individual is apprehended, then they would have to commit a crime or have reasonable...
Nope, that's not true either.
And why is that not true? I mean, these are the laws of our land. You have to have reasonable...
Apprehensions are just anyone that stopped. Reasonable suspicion doesn't equate to committing a crime. If you just happen to be in the near vicinity, of a bank that was robbed and you happen to fit the description, if I, the cop, stop and pull you over and I apprehend you and I put you in the back seat of my car, does that mean that you committed the crime?
No, it doesn't. But
it's just reasonable suspicion, correct?
Okay.
That would be the same thing, sir.
Are on foot, like most of these individuals are, okay, and you're apprehended, you're more than likely
supposed
to be here. Okay,
Gotcha.
Yes, more than likely.
Because people don't walk anywhere in this country?
Certainly not on the southern border.
I mean, they just don't walk anywhere? That's what you're telling me?
On a hot summer day,
Is
let's
there
say
more than one?
100 degrees, 110 degrees with no water.
Is
Okay.
there more than
No water
one
outlets combined.
season at the southern border? Or is it just summer?
There's absolutely no way. I'm just using summer for an example, okay? There's absolutely no way that you're going to catch anybody in their right mind out there walking around on the southern border, out there in practically the desert.
Yeah.
It's so hot and dry out there. I mean, hundreds of people have that out there from just merely walking. So no, I don't see it being.
So do you
a feasible
believe
possibility
in
that anybody's going out there for recreation?
Can you remind me what our Justice Department motto is when somebody is charged with a crime?
Why don't you enlighten me?
Is it guilty until proven innocent or innocent until proven guilty?
I understand what you're saying and where you're going with
No,
this.
I'm asking you a direct question. Which one is it?
Okay, let's go back to elementary school.
Which one is it?
Innocent until proven guilty.
Awesome. That felt like going back to elementary school, getting the answer.
Yeah, it did. Okay.
Yeah, getting the answer.
I'm simply stating that there's no way that anybody in their right mind is going to be out there walking around on a hot summer day.
Then why
Just
does
recreational there's no way.
Wait, he had to add in recreationally. Okay, so because CBP and National Guard aren't walking around there in all of their full tactical gear. The police that work there aren't walking around every day in full tactical gear, and they do that in the summer months, mind you, right? Somebody that just lives on a farm, not necessarily even work, doesn't just walk around, right? And they might look like they're from Mexico. I don't know what country they're from, right? Somebody that's going fishing in the Rio Grande might also just, walk towards the Rio Grande at any point.
The Rio border. What are these people doing out there? Why are they doing out? What
Oh my
could they
fucking
possibly
God.
be doing out there? Answer me that. What could they possibly be doing out there? That makes sense. Okay.
Okay. So I just want to be clear that you actually believe that in the United States of America, within the jurisdiction of the United States of America, it should be guilty until proven innocent. Am I hearing you correctly? All persons. Guilty until proven innocent.
That's not what I said, but I do
No, I'm
believe-
asking you a question. Is
let
that
me
what
answer
you
the
believe?
question. Let me answer the question. That's not what I believe, but I do believe that until we get a grip on this, because we tend to forget that for 4 years we had open borders, for 4 whole entire years, millions of people coming into the country. Until we get a grip on this,
millions.
we're going to have to step it up a notch. We're going to have to get back there. Takes putting in work. Takes putting boots on the ground. Yeah,
Boots on the
unfortunately,
ground.
There's going to be some innocent people that get caught up in the mix. There's going to be some, look, nothing's perfect. There is no, name me a perfect system. Name me a better way of doing things.
Not whatever you're talking about, because you still don't have a general understanding of apprehensions, and that a majority of the apprehensions that are done, I already did, but you seem to have a lack of comprehension or a lack of critical.
Tell me a better way.
Sir, I've explained it to you enough based off of the actual
me a better
definitions that
way.
are provided by CBP.
Would you rather open borders?
I would prefer an easier path to citizenship within this country. I believe in amnesty for the immigrants that have been in the country for 5 or more years and that haven't committed any crimes. I also know that per the United States Supreme Court, that crossing the border through a non-port of entry does not make somebody a criminal.
If you cross over here, okay, and you are not legally permitted to do so, you are breaking the law.
Oh.
Point blank and period. You're breaking the law.
They're not criminals.
You don't have any authorization to be within the United States. You are breaking the law. We can't just be like, hey.
Can you repeat this after me? Can you repeat after me?
I'm not going to repeat after.
Okay.
Now you're being
So
sarcastic.
according to the United States Supreme Court, Arizona versus United States 2012 Supreme Court decision, individuals that cross through a non-port of entry are not considered criminals. Repeat after me, buddy.
Well, I'm going to tell you this.
Oh, you're just going to tell me your thoughts and feelings because you automatically just disagree with the highest court within the United States of the Supreme, the United States. So do you also disagree with the 5th and 14th Amendment where it says no person? Right? So it's not just, it doesn't say just citizens, right? So all persons are entitled to due process of the law within the United States of America. Do you disagree with that?
These people are not citizens.
All persons, hi, let's try this again. All persons are entitled to due process of the law under the 5th and 14th Amendments.
Okay, that's like saying, hey, look, nobody should go hungry, so let's give everybody food stamps.
So you disagree with the United States Constitution?
Putting words in my mouth.
No, I'm giving you the United States Constitution. Let's go ahead and pull up the 14th Amendment just to help you out. Oh, this is, I guess you really called it that I just had to take you back to grade school. All right, let's try this. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protections of the law. Hey, King, in the comments, I understand that you don't understand what commas are. But this is also, just so you know, the clarification of all persons has been decided on by 5 separate Supreme Court cases. And even better, 2 of them were actually, there's really 7, and 2 of them were in 2025.
Nobody said I had to agree with Supreme Court, okay? Because I don't.
Oh, so no, if you don't agree with the Supreme Court of the United States, you inherently don't agree with the United States Constitution. So why are you here?
Okay, that's not necessarily the case.
It is the case. Can you tell me, in Article 3 of the United States Constitution, what is the job of the United States Supreme Court?
Well, since you know so much, Mark, why don't you go on ahead and answer it?
Yeah. So the job of the United States Supreme Court is, in fact, to interpret the United States Constitution and then apply it to laws.
Look, you're trying to hit me with all this, okay? And I can appreciate your debate. I can really.
This isn't a debate. In this case, this is literally me teaching you stuff. You voted for him on thoughts, vibes, and with no knowledge. I just want to go ahead and give this out for the rest of the classroom. So for everybody, so just so you know, this has been again decided on multiple instances with the United States Supreme Court. We have Wick Wu v. Hopkins, 1886. Wong Wing v. United States, 1896. Matthews v. Eldred, 1976. Landon v. Palencia, 1982. Reno v. Flores, 1993. Zavadidis v. Davis, 2001. And as recently, AARP versus the United States.
Let me go on ahead and share a little bit of knowledge since you claim that
I don't want any of your anecdotal stories, so if it's going to be, I saw this, I don't want to hear it.
Historic results. He signed the Big Beautiful Bill, unleashing the largest tax cut in American history. Explain
it's
that.
Not the largest tax cut in the American history. Oh, yeah? So what is the...
Overtimes are now free.
No, they're not. Did you read that? Wait, did you read that? Did you read any page of the 330 pages of the completed text of the One Big Beautiful Bill? Did you read any page of the completed 333 pages?
Saving more on groceries?
Oh, are you just going to monologue? Okay, that's cool. I got it. Okay, so let's be very clear. When it comes to the 330 pages of the One Big Beautiful Bill, right, as passed or signed into law by Donald J. Trump, you are still being taxed on your overtime pay. What it is it's a deduction at the end of the year for when you file taxes for up to and not to surpass $12,500. Your bi-weekly, weekly, or monthly paycheck is still being taxed for your overtime. And this is only good for 3 tax years. This ends December 31st, 2028. It is not permanent. It ends conveniently when Donald Trump leaves office, okay? No tax on tips. Well, tips are still being treated the same way that they always have been as far as cash tips, that you don't claim it until the end of the year on your taxes, so they're automatically not taxed up front. That much is true. That has never changed. They've never been automatically taxed up front. Now, again, for the no tax on tips in this 330-page One Big Beautiful Bill, it's only a $25,000 deduction, up to a $25,000 deduction at the end of the year when you file taxes, which, again, is only in place for 3 years.
You must have left out the part where it said tax-free. Okay, tax-free doesn't mean 25,000. Tax-free doesn't mean 20,000. Tax-free means tax-free.
It's not tax-free! That's why I just explained it to you! It's not tax-free! What? Are you okay?
Hey, look, I'm just fine, lady. I'm just fine. All right? This ain't coming from me. This comes from the White House, all right? This comes from the White House. So look.
Oh, it's coming from the White House, so I just want to be also extremely clear. You didn't read H.R. 1, a.k.a. the One Big Beautiful Bill.
Which also came from the White House.
You didn't read it. Am I understanding you correctly? You didn't read it. You didn't read it. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and open this up. We're going to put it on the screen for everyone to see. Okay, so we're going to open up the Big Beautiful Bill. It even literally says it grotesquely on the title, right? Ew.
Go ahead, open it up.
Cool.
Go ahead and show the people, all right?
Awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna let's see. Control F, tax free. I get one singular result.
Big decision is that I mean for 4 years we suffered like hell. That wasn't enough for everybody.
So I just want to be clear. He said tax-free. Keyword tax-free, tax-free, tax-free. Look up tax-free. So here we are. I have one singular result. There are no other results for tax-free. I'm hitting enter on my keyboard. There are no other results for tax-free. And what is this covering? This is in section 7000. So this is over. I'm scrolling up to figure out exactly what section tax-free is covered under. It says special depreciation allowance for qualified production property. Oh. Qualified production property, special depreciation allowance for qualified production property. Does that sound like no tax on overtime or no tax on tips?
Tips, Social Security, and overtime.
Oh, wait, Social Security. Okay. Social Security is in this bill, right?
Hey, lady, look, I'm going to let you keep on arguing with everyone
Social
else.
Security number, Social Security number required, Social Security number required, Social Security number required, Social Security number treated, Social Security number required, number, Social Security Administration, Social Security number, Social Security Act, Social Security number, Social Security number, Social Security number, Social Security number. I sound like a broken record. Social Security number, SSN. I'm just going to do the SSN, 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 SSN. Again, same. Yep. Social Security number still. This is 49 out of 103. Number, Social Security Act, striking and let's see, still doesn't say anything about taxes. Oh, this is reducing duplicate enrollment under Medicaid and CHIP programs. Oh, that has nothing to do with no tax on Social Security. What is this one? Is it the same thing? Duplicate, yep, still the same thing. Okay, still the same thing, still under the same one. Ensuring deceased individuals do not remain enrolled. Okay, that's already a thing. Ensuring deceased providers do not remain enrolled. Okay. Payment reduction related to certain erroneous excess payments under Medicaid. Okay. Eligibility determinations about Social Security. Okay, so still no tax on Social Security. Home equity limits. Alien Medicaid eligibility, they were already not eligible for it. Emergency Medicaid. Social Security Act, federal payments, prohibited entities. Yep, so still not seeing no tax on Social Security anywhere. Do I need to continue to go through the next 20 results? Oh, wait, I forgot he hung up because he's a little pansy. And can't take being wrong. Okay. No, I don't think he can read, and that was part of the problem. I think you said Marines. Okay. Sent to LA to help ICE. National Guard is now policing DC. Trump's mom is an immigrant from Scotland. Yes, you are correct, Aslan. Trump's mom was an immigrant. But the White House said it. Guys, you can't just believe everything that the White House tells you. You want to know why? Because reading is important. Yeah, la 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 la, not listening. That's exactly what he did, Oslo. Okay, let's open these phone lines back up. Everything is off the screen, so... okay. Absolutely asinine. Thank you again, Aslan. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep.
How old are you?
34.
Did you vote for Trump?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you still support him?
Absolutely.
What year were you born?
More now than ever.
What year were you born?
Yeah, I've been... what was that?
What year were you born?
1990.
Cool. It sounded like you could be faking your voice, so I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, no. I'm 34.
Okay, cool. Why is it that you
Why,
still
do I
support
sound
Trump?
young?
No, you just sounds like you could be using, like, faking your voice.
Oh, sorry. No, just my voice. But, yeah, I support Trump because, I mean, well, first off, I've been on the Trump train since, like, day one. And the reason I support him since day one is because he's not a politician. And I love that about him.
A politician is defined as someone being involved in politics. And Donald Trump has been involved in politics since the 1970s. So he is a politician.
You can say that, but he never ran for office. I mean,
when was the first time he ran for office?
Well, he was a candidate for the Reform Party, but he
In
never
what year?
officially ran.
Yes, he did.
It was in the 80s.
If you were a candidate for a party, then that means you threw your hat in the ring in order to run.
He was never on the ballot of any state.
Doesn't matter. He still ran.
Okay, does that really matter?
Yes, words are important.
Okay. But anyways, I mean, he won the only time he ever ran. He, in my opinion, he won all 3 times. You know, you see, here's my problem is the Democrats love to criticize Trump. That's been your party's, like, only policies in, like, the last 8 years.
I'm not a Democrat.
Bash Trump.
What's my party?
Well, you're a liberal.
I'm not a
You're
liberal.
a liberal.
I'm
What do you
not.
consider yourself as?
I'm a non-affiliated voter. I don't like either side.
Well, I mean, I kind of agree with you.
Doesn't sound like it. You literally
Trump,
said that I've been on Trump train since day one. You have a side, sir.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I never voted until Trump became a candidate. I hated the Republican Party just as much as I hated the Democratic Party. I think Bush is the worst president that we ever had. I think people talk about Trump lying. Bush had the biggest lie ever. It killed millions of people. And people the liberals love him now. That's the funniest thing. Is the Democrats called this guy a war criminal for years and years and years. And then, well, he doesn't like Trump. So now Bush is the greatest president ever. We love him. Let's go high-five
Bush
him.
is
I mean,
total ass.
What do you mean?
Bush is ass.
Yeah, he's the worst president that we ever had. I mean, I think he's worse than Biden. I mean,
No,
at least
he
Biden
wasn't the
didn't
worst.
Kill a million people. Who's the worst?
Let's see. I can't
Please
remember
don't
who the
say Trump.
historians say that. Let me see what the
Well,
historians say.
Well, I think James Buchanan was probably the worst because he led up to the Civil War. But, I mean, that's hundreds of years ago, so that's beside the point. Can I ask you a question? Because I've been watching you, and I kind of like you.
The last one was... Yeah, James Buchanan is considered the worst.
Yeah, I named my son after him. I just like the name, to be honest. But
No
anyway,
worries.
I've been watching you for the last couple of days, and I kind of like you because you do seem kind of down the middle. I feel like you are definitely a liberal, but that's fine. I don't really care. I mean, I think the Democratic Party is crazy. I don't think all liberals are crazy. But can I ask you why you think Trump won, at least this last election?
Why? History would prove that Donald Trump
Like,
has
give me
never
three
won
reasons
against a
why.
woman. History would prove that Donald Trump has never won against a man.
So you think just because the Democrats nominated a woman?
No, I mean, that's part of it. We do see that history repeats itself in many different ways. So considering that Hillary Clinton lost, yeah, that kind of like against the same candidate, right? Donald Trump, that's part of it. Also, I think that a lot of individuals, including yourself, fell for slogans with very few words in them. So like drill baby drill, and I'm still trying to figure out why we're drilling babies. Even though, and especially using that slogan, at a time when we were considered the most energy independent that we have ever been throughout history in the years 2023 and 2024, when the United States was actually producing the most gas that we've ever produced in history. And then also we are producing the most gas compared to the rest of the world. And
Okay,
this is
then
all
why-
according to the EIA.
Okay, but I just filled up my truck, and it was at $2.45. I live in Southwest Ohio. It's been the cheapest it's ever been in the last 5 years. Why is it under Trump that the gas is always cheaper, but when Biden jumped in, it rose right up? And before you say COVID, it was way up there until the last year when he was running for president.
Yeah, when did COVID end?
The auto pen was running for president. But anyways, and then it dropped right down because he
When
started drilling.
did C-19 end?
C-19 end. What do you mean? Oh, COVID-19?
Yep. When did it end?
2022?
Wrong. The Supreme Court ended the national emergency on May 11, 2023. That is when we ended the national emergency and where everything really opened back up in totality. Was May
Well, that's not
11th.
true. Half the country was already open
In
way before that because
totality.
they
What did I
ignored
say? Which words did I say? Did I just say most, or did I say
said the
in
Supreme Court. You said
totality?
the federal government, but the federal government wasn't controlling half the states. Half the states were already opened up.
What does
They
in
were ignoring the
totality
federal
mean?
government. You said the whole country.
In
So we
totality.
know
What would that mean?
What do you mean?
In
The
totality.
whole country is what you're saying.
Right, entirety,
Whole
right?
government.
In fullness,
Yeah.
100%, completely 100% reopened after May 11, 2023, when the United States Supreme Court ended Title 42, which was considered our national health emergency, right, that people only associate with the southern border, and they're inherently wrong for that because it included everything around the United
Why did it go to
States.
the Supreme Court?
Why?
Because the red states were suing the federal government because they were overstepping their boundaries and totally
No, actually, this
overblowing
one was,
the
it was
fake
just,
COVID virus.
actually, it was the Biden administration petitioning to end Title 42. Good
Why
job,
wouldn't
though.
they just end it since they're the one? Why wouldn't they just end it then? If they were
Because it was actually people suing to keep it in place. Yeah. Wow.
The President Biden wasn't actually president. It was the auto pen, whoever was controlling it. I mean, what do you say about that?
Do you
love
watch
it back
Fox
Trump?
News?
Oh, come on. You know that. You know.
Do you
say
think
Biden
that
was the president.
do you think that Donald Trump signed all 1,600 pardons that he gave for the January 6ers?
All right. First off, someone else gave that a dumb excuse before.
No, I'm just
And
asking you
we
a
saw-
really very clear question.
No, but we saw Donald Trump. We saw Donald Trump in the stadium sign the first one, and of course, you're not going to sit there and sign every 1,500. But we knew exactly what he was doing. And
Got
we knew
you.
he was
So
doing
Donald Trump uses the auto pen, even though he's told everyone, I never use the auto pen. So you acknowledge that Donald Trump lied about never using the auto pen? No. This isn't an apples to oranges. This is measuring your level of hypocrisy and how many excuses that you're going to give Donald Trump. So let's be clear.
But you know he's
Oh,
controlling this government. You know
Oh, he's controlling
this
it.
government, and
That's not a
President
good
Biden
word to
wasn't.
use.
Well, he's the president of the United States. He was elected. Why wouldn't he control his federal government?
Oh, no, sir, we have 3 co-equal branches of government. The
He
government should
controls
never...
the executive branch.
Just one singular branch. Great, thank you. So he doesn't control the entire
Okay, but
government.
he's still the leader of the Republican Party, one of our
Why do you
two
need a
parties
leader?
that we have. So yes,
Why do you need a leader of the party?
that's why the Democrats have a 32% approval rating, because they don't have a leader. And the leaders that you guys send out there are jokes.
Giddy up. Again, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat,
Yeah,
so
but you're
I
a
don't give
liberal.
two
You're
shits.
a
I'm
liberal.
not a liberal either. You've even said it yourself that I seem very centrist to you. But it seems that I've just got you all up in your feelings, and I'm not even sorry
Well,
for that, actually, if I'm being honest.
no,
It is just what it
that's
is,
fine.
but...
I like this. I love political banter. I think it's great for the country, to be honest. I'm not one of these people that think like debates is bad. I like it.
These aren't even
Let's flesh
debates.
out the
These are
issues.
conversations. So in order to actually have a debate with somebody, we would have to have a mutual understanding of what basic facts are.
I've heard
You
you
can't
say that
even
before.
right, and you can't even agree that Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. So no way, shape, or form can we actually hold a debate with each other because you can't agree on basic facts. So therefore, this
Well,
is simply
before
a
you
conversation.
Well, can I at least explain myself before you just say I'm stupid or whatnot? Can I at least explain myself?
I
I'm
don't
not
call
saying
anybody
that.
stupid.
I've heard you say that before.
I've
Like I
said their
I've watched
actions might be stupid, but I've never personally called anyone stupid.
Okay. But here's why I think I'm not saying that there was ballot stuffing. I don't think that like they changed the numbers. I'm not saying that. But here's two reasons that I think the election was rigged.
Let's not,
One,
because
the
TikTok
laptop-
is a sensitive application, and talking about election stuff is the best way to lose my account, and I'll just hang up on you.
Okay, if you don't, I mean, we're in a little bit different time now that people don't get.
I don't even
banned
let
just
people
because
talk
they're
about
having-
the supposed
it's called free
investigation
speech.
that's going. What are the first 5 words of the First Amendment of the United States Constitution?
I don't know. I just know that First Amendment means
Congress
to be able to
shall
say-
make no law. Can you tell me what application is Congress? Am I Congress? Did I miss where I was elected into Congress?
I get it that you have to follow rules on the application
Yes,
that you're using. I get it. If
just
you don't
just
want-
like
if
you
don't
did when
wanna
you
talk
made
about
your
that, that's
account.
fine. I get that. And if you don't want to talk about that, that's fine. Let me ask you this then. I want to kind of stick on the elections, but not talk about 2020 or any of that. But do you think it's wrong for people to have an ID to vote?
If IDs were made to be free to obtain, absolutely not. But in requiring ID every time that you go to vote because you have to pay for an ID, state or just a regular state identification card or a driver's license, that would actually mean that it's a poll tax, which is against the United States Constitution. I'd actually
much
have
is
to
an
remind
ID to get?
myself.
How much is an ID to get?
It varies by state, so I couldn't even tell you. It
But we
literally
can't say
varies
it's
by
more
state.
than $50.
Doesn't matter. It would still constitute a poll tax, which is against the
but if you
United
wanna
States
do-
Constitution. Okay. Poll tax amendment, as I don't remember which
It's
one
not
it
a poll
is.
tax, 'cause
It's
you're
the
not having to
24th
pay to
Amendment.
vote.
No, if you are requiring someone to present a United States piece of identification, right? So requiring specifically an ID. So either a state issued ID, government ID,
Yes.
a state issued driver's license, or a passport, all of these require money in order to obtain them. So therefore, requiring one of these 3 pieces of documentation in order to vote would constitute a poll tax because you are requiring people to pay for an identification to prove their ID when they go to vote. So unless we're making just basic state issued IDs completely free, then absolutely
agree with
not.
I would agree to do it for free, but I also think some things are just so logical that, I mean, when you have to have an ID to practically do anything in this country, and then we just say, oh, voting, oh, no, you don't need no ID. I mean, it just brings in reasons.
So you're okay with violating the United States Constitution then?
Or at least changing it, make an amendment.
Oh, what?
Have to have an ID.
There is an amendment already. So how about you tell me this? What does it require? Like, what is required in order to add an amendment?
2/3 state. You have to have 2/3 Congress. I know all that. I'm not
You're
stupid.
already
You
wrong.
can't get me with these dumb things. No, I'm not.
You are wrong.
No, I'm not.
You are wrong. You are correct about
Tell me
2/3
what-
of Congress, but you're wrong about the states.
You have to have 2/3 of states to get it.
Nope.
What is it?
3/4. It's a higher threshold.
3/4. All right.
Yep.
Okay. You got me on that? You have Google in front of me. Sorry.
No, and everybody can
I
see
don't.
what's on my screen, and it's not that.
Are you sure then? Because I think it's 2/3, but you
It's
might be
3/4.
right. I'm not looking at Google.
It's
All right, 3/4.
3/4.
So what's the-
States,
what's the
2/3
point?
of Congress.
Do you disagree that an amendment can't be passed? I mean, I feel like it could. I mean, there are
Okay.
some liberal states that don't want IDs because they want people to just vote willy-nilly and not have any ID or knowledge of who it is. I get that.
They're
But
not.
It's wrong, and you know it's wrong.
They're not, dude. Most states at least
Oh,
require
you don't
your
think
voter
California's
identification
You got
card.
illegal immigrants voting? Give me a break.
Are you?
Give me a break.
Do you watch Fox News?
No, it's logic. You act like
It's
Like
logic.
everyone that's, you act like the Democrats are these sweet people that would never break the rules. They would never do anything bad. But yet, you know for a fact they would. They try to throw Trump in prison and then try to kill the man. And you think they wouldn't use illegal immigrants to vote?
Hi, I just want to remind everybody that Thomas, whatever his last name is that I can't remember right now, but the kid that took aim at Donald Trump, where Corey, R.I.P. Corey, the poor fireman that lost his life in the crowd, he was a registered Republican.
Yeah, right.
And he also had plans for not only an assassin attempt on Trump, but also had plans for Joe Biden. Just Donald Trump went to Butler first.
The auto pen. Everyone was worried about the auto pen.
For fuck's sake, bro, you are something. I definitely encourage.
Right about a lot of this. That's what's funny. You know it's logical, and you just want to bend it around your liberal. You want to bend it around your liberal. Want to be right, and that's the thing. You want to trash Trump, but you have no policies for yourself. That's why the Democrats don't win.
Yeah.
That's why they won't win.
Okay.
That's why J.D. Vance will be president in 2028, and the Democrats will just continue because you guys continue to double down on stupid policies. Illegal immigration. I've heard you praise illegal immigration. You always say immigrants. You never. You always say immigrants, but you never. We're not talking about immigrants. You come in the country legally.
Today
that's
I
great.
just
I don't
keep
care who
learning
you are.
about everything else that I've said that I've never said.
Maybe you should watch your podcast back and see what you say.
Oh yeah, what date do I need to go back to that specifically says?
I've been watching you the last couple of nights. Do you support illegal immigration? Do you support? You have said that you wanted a tighter border. I have heard you say that.
Yeah. So that wouldn't be supporting illegal immigration.
So do you support? Why wouldn't you want all the 20 million immigrants? You will probably say 10. I will say 20 million immigrants that Biden let in. Why wouldn't you want all those 20 million people out of the country?
God damn, you fucking are buying into the whole ass Kool-Aid. Holy,
All right,
for
how many
fuck's
people came in
sake.
then?
Shit.
How many people came in?
Somewhere between, because again, this is an unquantifiable number who crossed the border illegally, is between one
Your
point.
level, Brent.
Would you like me to answer the question?
Yeah, sorry, that was rude. Sorry, my bad.
Awesome. Somewhere between 1.6 and 2.4 million.
In the last 4 years, you think that's how many people came in?
Yes, sir.
So you think ICE? You think all the people the videos, everyone that's down this other border, all the counties that go along the Rio Grande that went ruby red, that's mostly
Ruby
Hispanic,
red.
that went red. I mean, it might be not ruby.
Oh
red,
wait,
but
they're
definitely
Hispanic.
flipped to
Oh,
Trump.
they're definitely illegal immigrants voting in Texas. Then I'm so glad.
No,
Thank you for that.
they're immigrants. They're immigrants, or they're just legal citizens that are Hispanics that don't want illegal immigrants in our country. It's not just Mexicans that are coming across the border. I hate to break it to you.
I just said
the whole world.
Hispanics. You're the one that said Hispanics voted for Trump.
Hispanics voted for Trump.
Yeah,
in
you said that. So I
numbers.
just used your own words against you, and I just said that. Therefore,
No, you said illegal
Hispanic.
immigrants are voting
Yeah,
in Texas. They're
yeah,
not
yeah.
because
Because
in
you're the
Texas,
one that
guess what
said that
you
they
have
were
to have
voting in
for-
California. So I just thought I'd throw it back
Yeah,
and see how
because
it
in
felt to say
California,
that they
you
were
don't need
voting
an ID.
illegally in
You
Texas.
need in Texas, do you need an ID to vote?
I don't know. I didn't vote when I lived in
Yes,
Texas.
you do. just like in Ohio where I live. You need an ID to vote. And guess what happens?
Oh, gosh.
It's crazy that the Republicans always win those states.
They always win those states. Is that why Ohio has Democratic Congress people?
Well, I'm talking about statewide, and yes, Ohio they voted for Obama. I'm not saying every election, but
So you lied to me? You said Republicans have always won those states. So you
well,
lied
it's
to
been a long
me.
time. Ohio used to be a swing state, if you can't remember, and it's not anymore. It's voted more for Trump every single time.
Yeah.
That's why everyone wants the Electoral College gone, because now Ohio is not even a swing state. So Republicans have such an easier way to the presidency. And it doesn't even matter. Trump won the popular vote. You can't even have that argument anymore. That's the thing. You guys have been playing the same song the last 8 years.
Can you
and the
stop
only thing
saying
that's
you
happened
guys?
is-
I'm still looking for the other person in the
Well,
room
you
and I'm
say
missing
you're not
it.
a Trump supporter. What would you say? I'm sorry. You said I'm a Trump supporter. You don't like Trump. I'm saying so you're against Trump. So I'm saying everything you're saying is just making him more popular because you guys don't have no policy.
Oh, have I made it?
It's just bad.
What policies am I supposed to have? Can somebody remind me what government office or what public office am I running for? Why would I have any policies? What government office am I running for? Can you help me out?
You're asking why we support Trump. All right, give us a reason why we shouldn't then.
How about violating articles and amendments of the United States Constitution, threatening to annex our neighbor Canada, talking about buying another country known as Greenland, talking about taking back the Panama Canal? Oh, of course this.
Amen. The Panama
For
Canal, we built
fuck's
it. Why-
sake!
It's stupid that we sold it.
We didn't sell it. It was given back to... Okay, let's be clear. Let's be clear. The Panama Canal was given back to the country of Panama in 1999 by an act of Congress because civil unrest was breaking out with riots due to our military occupation of the canal. People were dying.
We should have sent in the Marines and tightened it up. That's exactly what we should have done.
Oh, so just take over the whole country of Panama for the canal, right?
For the canal, it's the biggest thing that we've ever built. It's a shame that it's not in our control. It's a tragedy.
You're fucked, bro. I beg you. I beg you.
And Greenland is going.
I beg the
Canada,
fuck. Get off of
Canada,
Fox.
Already,
Get off of
deep
Fox
trouble.
News. Holy fuck's sake, bro. Your shins or something have gotta hurt from walking into every single fucking hurdle imaginable. That was stupid. How much of the Kool-Aid can you just be swimming in? Oh, Janet, if my language hurts your feelings, scroll on. I'm not here to placate you. People get blocked for ableist language, spearhead, so have a great fucking day.
You're awesome.
Thanks for the yen. Dude agrees to oppose a poll tax, but then immediately after says it's logical to pay for an ID to vote. TikTok, let's go ahead and clear out this live goal real quick. Oh, well, CJ read my mind. Giddy up. Alright, there was like one left. Anyone that supports a president that literally goes about violating articles and amendments of the United States Constitution. The reason why I bring up the articles is because he's overreaching on his power. Period. You can't use an executive order to change the rules of the United States Constitution. Point blank, period. That's not how it works. That's violating Article 1 and Article 2 of the United States Constitution. Bam! You don't get to ignore prior Supreme Court rulings with your executive orders that you write. So therefore, that's violating Article 2 and Article 3 of the United States Constitution. Talking about locking people up or throwing people in jail for burning their own American flag is also violating not only Article 3 of the United States Constitution, but also violating free speech, because the United States Supreme Court has already guaranteed that burning your own American flag is in fact a constitutionally protected right under freedom of expression, covered under freedom of speech. He violated the Second Amendment in his first term. It was overturned by the United Supreme Court in 2022. He's actively violating the Fourth and Fifth Amendments of the United States Constitution with his detentions that he's doing with ICE, right? Illegal search and seizure. No right to due process. Oh, wait, that's also the 14th Amendment of the United States, also violating the 6th Amendment, the 8th Amendment with sending people to El Salvador. The El Salvadorian government finally capitulated and agreed that, guess what? Every Venezuelan individual that was sent to CCOT in El Salvador was in fact under the jurisdiction of the United States. So therefore, because they were subjected to torture, that violated the 8th Amendment of the United States Constitution. Cruel and unusual punishment. And y'all want to say Trump 2028 and talk about violating the 12th and 22nd Amendment of the United States Constitution. If you want to even suggest violating the United States Constitution, then I'm sorry, you are not American. How was the Constitution changed? Act of Congress with agreement of the states. Boom. What do you want?
Question.
What do you want?
Why do you hate Trump so much?
I literally just laid it out all for you. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm just asking though, like. Why,
Oh, okay. So you heard everything that I said?
No, I didn't hear everything.
You didn't hear what I... So you weren't listening?
So I'm not being combative. I'm actually trying to talk. So now my question
I already
is
explained everything to you.
Did anything good?
I literally already explained everything to you why I don't support the United States' current sitting president, and only speaking about what he's done in his first presidency, his current active presidency, minus one part of his first presidency and mentioning the Second Amendment. I've only talked about things that he's actively doing in his current term. Now, for what I can say that he's done good in general, yeah, sure. Awesome.
I'm just asking.
I was literally in the middle of answering your question. I like how you came. You good?
Nope, I'm listening. I'm waiting.
Oh, okay. So you're not good. Got it. Awesome. So I think a couple of things that he did good in his first presidency was that he made animal cruelty a felony. That was awesome. He also recertified and re-upped the Marine Wildlife Protection Act. That was great. Operation Warp Speed was also a good thing. Does that help you feel better?
No, I'm just curious why you got so much anger.
I have anger over low intellectual individuals such as yourself that don't understand that violating the United States Constitution should never be okay. And I like how you were trying to spam my comment saying that the number was fake when you were the guy that I was just talking to on the phone. Good job. Anyways, 1 second, TikTok. All right. Thank you guys so much over on YouTube. I do have to end it for the night. I'm a little bit over my time, so I do appreciate you guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button up at the top if you haven't already. Also, thank you guys over for... oh, Bishop, the giddy up is for a hat and mustache gif on TikTok. That it comes right over my face. Like, gives me a little mustache and puts a hat on my head. So I do giddy up for that gift. Thank you guys so much for being over here on Twitch as well. Again, we are going to end for the night. So I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you so much. Clickety click.